It's time for your daily dose of all things Chicago sports. This is the Daily Score. Now, here's your host, Mark Grote.
All right, let's go. Let's start right in on Justin Fields. The Chicago Bears quarterback has a dislocated right thumb. As we reported to you yesterday on the Daily Score, the x-rays were negative, MRI results pending, and this is more with Bears head coach Matt Eberflus about all the questions you might want answered about Justin Fields.
No timetable right now. It's really going to come down to grip strength and natural swelling that occurs with this injury, so we should know more at the end of the week. Is he going to play this week? Looks to be doubtful right now for that, but again, we'll see at the end of the week, and we'll be able to make that known at the end of the week. So that's where it is with that. I'll open up to questions.
Justin's going to need surgery.
Like I said, at the end of the week, we'll know more. Right, it is where it is right now, and we'll know more at the end of the week.
And did the MRI show anything? Did you get anything feedback on with that?
I did not get any feedback. I mean, I got, we know where it is right now, and really it's going to come down to the grip strength, and we'll see where he is at the end of the week, and that's all we have right now. He's in there working with the trainers right now, so we'll see.
Doubtful is doubtful, but is there a glimmer of possibility that he could play? Has that been ruled out?
No, that's not been ruled out. It's doubtful. So, again, like I said, for this week, it looks like it's doubtful, but we'll see at the end of the week and see where it goes. I know he's a fast healer, so we'll see where it is.
Are you preparing for an extended absence here where you have to have Tyson ready for several games probably?
We're always preparing for that, for sure. Because it's like I said yesterday, it's just one play away, right? You're one play away from being in there, and Tyson's earned that spot with his opportunity that he's created himself. We're certainly going to do that going forward for sure.
When you talk about it'll come down to grip strength,
yep.
Is that in terms of whether or not he can play or whether or not you decide to take the next step and explore surgery?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the week, we're going to figure that out. Grip strength is, grip the ball, throw the ball, hand the ball off, everything a quarterback does. So we'll know that at the end of the week.
At the end of the week, is that because you just need more time to evaluate, and then also a roster move would be necessary by Saturday? Is that why you're? Yeah,
we just want to give it time. Like I said, there's natural swelling that occurs in that, and we're going to just give it time. Give it time to see where it will go. Give us the best opportunity to see where it is, and then we'll make that decision.
Know if anything's torn in there.
Like I said, it's everything's looking where it is in terms of good. It doesn't look like it's a negative thing, but we'll see where it is. And again, I don't have all the information yet because it's not there. We don't have the information yet.
So in all that, I think that he's going to miss at least this game. I got the feeling from what Matt Eberflus said, and I know that some of it is chaotic and it's hard to interpret, and sometimes he's not really saying anything, or at least that's the way it feels. But I got the feeling that this is nothing catastrophic in terms of how many games that he's going to miss. I don't believe that this is going to be some sort of season-ending situation. Now, obviously I could be wrong, and the surgery, if there's surgery involved, then he's going to miss a significant chunk of the season, if not all of the season. But I just, trying to and I'm guessing Eberflus probably has some idea of how specifically bad it is, and some of it is true that they do have to wait and this week and next week. Can you grip the football? It's as simple as that. And if he did throw in there that Justin Fields is a quick healer. So I do believe that, as I said to the Flus, doubtful is doubtful in this case. So I think that's where it is, and we'll update you as the time comes. The next answer from Matt Eberflus that you're going to hear on a different subject is a little bit more complicated, because I'm just going to give a little bit of a way here. You're not going to be satisfied with the answer that you're about to hear from Matt Eberflus on the evaluation of Justin Fields' play from this past week, because it's a non-answer answer. But I'm trying to get into the motives for this non-answer answer, again, on the evaluation of Justin Fields from this past Sunday's game.
Yeah, it's when you're looking at a performance of anybody, it always comes down to 11 guys. So it's not just Justin. I thought that our offense needed to perform better as a whole, and we need to do a better job in protection, need to do a better job, in our execution phase of it, so it really doesn't really come down to just one guy. So I just really feel that when you're talking about the whole group, we all need to execute better.
When you guys do player grades and evaluations, you grade individual players. So
Yep.
what did you see in Justin's performance yesterday?
Yeah, like I said, it comes down to everybody. It comes down to everybody during that time, and it's important that you evaluate the whole picture, dealing with all 11 guys.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything specific about Justin Fields. I mean, he went to the generalization. Even in the past, when Justin Fields has played poorly, Matt Eberflus has said something to the effect of, Justin knows he could have played better, and will actually be a little bit more specific. So he wasn't in that case, which I thought was weird. Unless he's being honest, like that it wasn't that he's not putting this on Fields, that it's more of an offensive line situation, or God forbid, DJ Moore could have done more, or Darnell Mooney, or Deontay Foreman, or Darrington Evans. So it's possible he was being straightforward, but it sounded to me like he just didn't want to break bad on his quarterback, who he did not have a good time of it while he was in there. So that's Matt Eberflus for today. On the defensive side of the ball, let's listen to Jaylon Johnson, who I thought did a pretty good job of generalizing and summarizing what kind of a day it was for the Bears defense.
Honestly, it felt good. I felt like we played dominating football outside of that 2 minutes before the halftime. Other than that, I felt like we dominated the game. I know that, of course, we wanted more turnovers, but I felt like overall, I felt like we dominated. I think what did they have, 130-some yards passing, and I know, so different things like that, was a good step for us in the right direction. So, just got to keep building, keep finding ways to come together, to stick together, to be aggressive, go out there and have energy, and let our execution drive our energy, and just continue to keep that juice throughout the duration of the game.
What do you attribute it to? Why was it as sharp as it was yesterday?
I feel like energy. At the end of the day, just coming in hungry, especially after that win, just wanting to continue to start a win streak, continue to keep things rolling, and of course, me coming back, being able to bring that energy to the defense, that confidence too. Because I'm gonna go out there, and my biggest thing is dominating. No matter who it is, I tell the front, the linebackers, be you and dominate. Go out there, be confident, fly around, and do what we know we can do. And that's been the biggest thing for us this year. Is we know we have high level guys that can play this game at a high level, and we haven't set that bar yet. So for us, it was just coming in and dominating and getting back to who we know we can be.
How about that? Jaylon Johnson quoting Matt Nagy, be you. Yeah. Isn't that neat when we learn things and when we use them in life? Now, if somebody down the road in his career is like, that's cool, be you, where'd you get that? He'll be like, you know what? I heard that from my first head coach. That was from Matt Nagy, and how neat was that? So there it is, Jaylon Johnson, a regular on the Score. He is on every Monday at 5 o'clock with Harkins and Spiegel. The defense did play well. Yeah, they were great against the run. TJ Edwards came to play, man. He gets the game ball as far as I'm concerned in this game. Tremaine Edmonds had the interception as well, even though what a nightmare of a sequence that was for the Bears. That was one of those places where you could have changed the game. Second quarter, Tremaine Edmonds, it's 6-6 at the time. Tremaine Edmonds comes up with the pick via pressure from TJ Edwards, and they've got the ball on the Vikings 35. Then Fields is immediately after that, not immediately, but eventually, Fields is picked by Jordan Hicks. It's 6-6 at that time. And then after that, Kirk Cousins, a 10-yard touchdown pass to Addison, and it's 12-6 Minnesota at the half. That was one. And actually, Jaylon Johnson did mention that today as well, that was just a killer sequence, like going back and forth on all of that. So Bears really could have taken over the game if they had taken advantage of it, but you got to give credit to the Minnesota Vikings. They took advantage of the Bears handing the ball back to them. One other note on the Bears, other than all the big stuff that we've already discussed, they finally did hire, remember Alan Williams resigned mysteriously as the Bears defensive coordinator. They have finally hired a defensive assistant. In no way is he taking over defensive coordinator duties, but they've hired Phil Snow to be the senior defensive analyst. He used to be the defensive coordinator in Carolina. So he essentially will be an advanced scout. It's not a guy you're going to hear us talking about much, but it's just for whatever it's worth, sort of story because it is attached to the mystery that is Alan Williams. Thank you all for listening today on the Daily Score. We'll continue to update this Justin Fields situation, and I'll be back at Hallis Hall on Wednesday and talking to you tomorrow on the Daily Score. For Ray Diaz, I'm Mark Grote. Have a great day.